What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Aragon. Aragon's crypto that I'm really impressed by, to be honest, and it's one that I think um, has some gains to make. I'm being really conservative with my assessment, but in terms of what I think the price can go to, but I think this is a beast, or potentially a beast. Uh, Also, I want to talk about some developments regarding Twitter, which I think could lead to a boom in particular cryptos. And I'll explain why as well in this video. But before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on this channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these coins when I release videos about them, and you'd ignored them for 2 straight years, done everything wrong, you'd still be in profit for like 6.3k doing everything wrong. But if you'd done the right thing, and if you'd sold these coins last year, like I did, when the market's rocketed up, that $100 into those 26 coins, that $2,600 investment, would have netted you a profit of 123k. That is the difference between doing the right and the wrong thing. Now, I don't own these coins anymore, but if you want to see my current portfolio, you can go to copymycrypto.com. The link's up there. And on that site, I share my portfolio. I share anytime I buy or sell a coin. I release videos on a daily basis, talking about the markets if that interests you. We have tutorials set up for that are step by step for beginners that are new to crypto. And guys, look, there's a history of success here and on the channel and on the site. We've got, no one in 2020 was talking about Phantom. I did a course called The Best Cryptocurrency Investment of 2020, and it was all about Phantom. I said it would 100x or more. It did a 677x. So if you'd have put in $1,000, you'd been able to buy a very nice house. $2,000, you'd have made 1.3 million. Now, I'll find another Phantom, and when I do, I'm not going to do a Udemy course like I did. I'm going to go onto my site. I'm going to tell the members, I think this coin can do this. These are the reasons why. This is what percentage of my money I'm putting into it. And they can copy along. It's the beauty of it. So if you're interested in this, go read the site. And everything on the site, by the way, can be checked against the history of the YouTube channel. So go take a look. Now, Aragon. Aragon's priced at $2.09. Market cap of 87.5 mil. Most of the total supply is out. Now, if you're unfamiliar, so Aragon is a decentralized platform built on the Ethereum network that offers a modularized way to create and manage dApps, crypto protocols, and DAOs. Now, DAOs in particular is where they are really pushing. The project is led by Luis, I'm going to butcher this name, Luis Cuende? Suende? Don't know. Who was featured in the Forbes 30 under 30 category. And he has won, this is his LinkedIn, but he's won a ton of stuff, he's done, he was at MIT, he got technology, he was doing technology review, wrote a book when he was 18, was the TAD hack winner, was a finalist at one of the best innovations in Milan, I guess. Is that Milan? Millennia. Hack Now winner again, finalist at another one. So the guy's got a good resume, to say the least. What I like about Aragon is they're really sort of open. Even the way they present, they've got their Aragon manifesto, which is their commitment towards, they pledge it as a fight to freedom. So they point out that, look, the fate of humanity will be decided at the frontier of tech innovation. We either see tech lead to a more free, open, and fair society, or reinforce a global regime of centralized control, surveillance, and oppression. Our fear is that without a global, conscious, and concerted effort, the outlook is incredibly bleak, etc., etc. And basically what they're saying is, Aragon is a fight for freedom, and it empowers freedom by creating liberating tools that leverage decentralized tech so that, um, in their opinion, effectively, you can create a better working model and a better organizational structure with something like a DAO. So, building organizational forms that defend self sovereignty, where a user can always exercise a choice either by participating or exiting. Um, Basically, they want they're very, 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 very pro DAO. They're talking about the the beauty of a DAO in terms of governance, the beauty in terms of equal voting rights, in terms of a more uh, a structure that better serves an industry, better serves a company, or better serves your sort of sovereign individuals. So they've really got this very, very clear about what they want to do with this. Now, I'm quite impressed with this because firstly, look, I agree with what they're I agree with how they're structuring the future of tech in terms of this discussion. Um, what I'm also liking is what I'm seeing in terms of how they're running things. So the Aragon Association is the non-profit entity in Switzerland that's the steward of the Aragon project in terms of managing the funds. So the association's treasury has $190 million, over $190 million, comprised of Ethereum, Bitcoin, ANT, DCR, Zcash, and so on and so on and so on. So, I mean, again, when you look at what the way they've structured this, the majority is Ethereum, then Bitcoin, then stablecoins, then obviously Aragon, then fiats, and then some others, some 1%, which I guess would be Decred and what else? What was the other funds? Decred, Zcash, I guess, and then yeah. So I look, although last update, oh, they need to sort that out. I would like that sorted out. That doesn't make me overly happy. It's 18 months old. You can check how funds are being spent. We use Aragon itself to keep. Okay. Stuff like that, I don't like. I should be able to check that with ease. So that's a mark against them. While I like the fact that they've got a fund clear, that's a mark against because you can update these things very easily. And if you're literally one of your tabs is AA transparency, and then you cannot actually see anything, that's not great, guys. I'll be honest. Anyway, so look, that aside, what I do like about Aragon is a real push on um, a real clear push on DAOs. Now, I'll be honest, like I'm not a huge fan of DAOs in general. Like I don't actually overly care about the decision making structure. I actually prefer you have a senior point. Um, I don't think I think you find most businesses run better when they've got a singular person in charge. So DAOs and a sort of everyone has an equal say. I'm not overly fond of for a company or for a business or for a project. I think you need leadership, but I do understand the perspective. I do understand that there's been a clamoring over the past year or so for DAOs. At the start of 2021, they collectively held 500 mil. Now it's more like 12 billion. So traditional industries are going to reimagine the way that they do some things. DAOs will a little bit, but not tons. Um, or you'd have a DAO structure for something less important. But traditional businesses are still going to want a leadership structure. That's the way they work, and that's how they should work. You should have someone that fundamentally is responsible. Um, Anyway, so while I now within crypto, DAOs are very, 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 very prevalent, and I think they're only going to grow, which is why I like Aragon. Um, I like the fact that they've got a fund for growing, um, for the development of Aragon, whether it's the ecosystem or whatever. Um, I don't like the fact that I can't see anything. Uh, I I recommend that they get that sorted reasonably fast because that's not great. Um, budget.aragon.eth. Let's have a look at that. Budget.aragon.eth. Let's see. No? Okay, fine. All right. So yeah. So other than that, which I do not like, because you should have transparency. You can't say something's transparent and then not show it. I still think this can run up to about $20. That's based on the fact that we are on an upward trajectory across its entire lifespan. Um, the fact that they've got a very clear, excuse me, clear and defined focus on an area of crypto that is going to grow because DAOs are going to grow. They're going to be more prevalent in 4 years' time than they are right now. And I think they've got a pretty good infrastructure to help provide that. The SDKs and everything that they've got out are already being utilized quite a lot. Um, yeah, so I still think this can run up to about $20, but I don't think much more than that, um, unless they really grow or unless they can start sharing more businesses, more traditional companies, more crypto uh, projects that have utilized their software, their platform. So, but I still think $20 is achievable. But that's about the max, I would say. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the fact that their transparency can't be seen? The Aragon Association's transparency cannot be seen. You can't see what's going on. If you can, let me know, by the way, in the comments. And then maybe it's just me. Maybe it's something over my end. Um, and guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, my current portfolio, you can go to copymycrypto.com. There, I share my portfolio, do videos on a daily basis. I let members know anytime I buy or sell anything in real time, tutorials set up for the members, and history of success, guys. You can go through the site, you can see what's said on there. Everything on there can be cross-referenced with the YouTube channel. You can literally go through the YouTube channel's history. It's that simple. Um, and guys, if it interests you and you want to make these kind of profits, these 40x's, 50, 60, 600, then go read the site. And like I said, do your verifications. You can check everything against the channel's history. And if it interests you, I'll see you there. And last thing, so crypto Twitter as we know it. So there's apparently an impending departure of millions of users from Twitter, which could threaten the platform's diversity of views and force crypto enthusiasts to fully adopt decentralized Web3 social media. Now, a lot of people are predicting a slow death spiral for Twitter. Insider Intelligence this week predicted Twitter will lose 30 million users over the next 2 years. That's about 10% of the active user base. But given that many of those expected to remain are likely to be inactive, relatively inactive or are bots, the impact on real human engagement could be significant. It could also breed a kind of reverse network effect as smaller communities make the site less attractive, leading to more departures in a negative feedback loop. It's also reasonable to assume that crypto Twitter, the argumentative CT community of crypto enthusiasts, critics, meme propagators, NFT creators, coin pumpers, and related trolls will also see exits. Now, there's a fair point here in terms of we could actually see a slow uh, decline in Twitter. I think it's foolish to back against Musk. I'm not a big fan of Musk, but dude's successful. The dude wins at what he does. So if he wants to make Twitter more successful, he probably will. However, something worth bearing in mind is we are going to see a change in social media um, over the course of time with regards to Twitter, Facebook, everything else, right? We're going to see that begin to shift. I really do think we will. So bearing in mind, because you also have social money, where is that? So there are crypto projects that are focused around social media, and I recommend people start checking them out because one thing that I will say with regards to Twitter is very, very different from anything else out there. You're limited on the amount that you can say. It's basically just here's a pic, boom, boom, boom. It is different. And if people are going to make a shift away from Twitter, I'd start looking at different places within the crypto space that are social media heavy, where um, you could see where there's enough overlap with Twitter that you could see that they could take a market share because that might long term really grow a platform. There's a few that come to mind. Minds actually is one. Um, but there's a bunch of social media platforms now. Monitoring the decline of Twitter in tandem with monitoring if there is an increase or an incline in the amount of users for a particular crypto social media platform is worthwhile doing because long term, if you start to see growth in a social media platform for crypto, that's probably going to have some growth with regards to price appreciation as well. So something to watch out for, guys. Data, always data. It's that simple. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.